consequences.
Is that kind of part of the concept of addiction, is when you're so driven to fill that kind of get that hit that you're making poor choices that are disruptive to your life?
Absolutely. I actually gave Amber a quiz from Love Addicts Anonymous. It has 40 questions, and if you answer yes to more than a few of these questions, they believe, Love Addicts Anonymous, that you are a love addict. And you answered, of the 40, yes to 28 of 40.
What do some of those questions look like, just for our viewers? I'm curious.
Are you deathly afraid of losing your love object? Is there this anxiety like you're going to be abandoned? Do you stay in relationships despite these consequences in your work, in your personal life, in your family, in your friendships? And also like that depression and that anxiety, this preoccupation that I need this in my life, and if I don't have it, I'm not okay. Just like somebody would feel in a relationship to drugs or alcohol, needing it to feel normal, feeling like I've got to do anything to get this and keep this in my life.
So Mike, what do you do once you realize, and we're going to use you as an example, Amber, hopefully to get you help, but when you realize, or if you think you might be addicted to love, and it's a big deal, you've lost a job, you've sat on a curb for over an hour just waiting for a guy that wasn't worth your time, probably in retrospect. So what can you do here?
Well,
Dr.
I think the good news is that love addiction is treatable. Up to 10% of adults have an unhealthy relationship to love. So, first I would say to you, you're not alone. And I also want to say to you, you've taken the first step. In addiction, they say you're as sick as your secrets. So here you are talking about your story and wanting to break this cycle, right? You actually want to have healthy relationships in your life.
Yes.
So I think addiction is this sort of umbrella term, but the diagnosis, I think, for you would be an anxiety disorder. And we know that we can treat that. And some of also the trauma of abandonment that you've gone through with your mom and a lot of these men in your life, that's treatable with cognitive behavioral therapy, psychodynamic therapy that actually addresses some of the feelings, especially regarding your childhood and your mother, to actually form that healthy attachment that you never got to have with your mom. But through psychotherapy, you can actually learn how to do that. And once you learn to love yourself, it's a lot easier to love others.
Yeah. And Amber, I can tell you that you're stronger than you realize. And you acknowledge that when your weight ballooned to 300 pounds, that you knew that you had to get that under control. You're strong enough, and you took steps that were necessary. And if you would like to continue to work on this issue, Trauma and Beyond Psychological Center, they're going to offer you free therapy once a week for 90 days, pending an evaluation, if you would like to address this head on.
I would love that. Thank you. That would mean a lot. Thank you.
And we'd love it. We'd love it if you could keep us posted.
And Amber, I think you're helping so many people. And Dr. Dow alluded to this. Up to 10% of people have similar addiction. And so I think many of our viewers out there watching may identify. So thank you for coming forward and sharing your story.
For sure.
Really
and maybe we can put this quiz on our website for people that are concerned that maybe they're making poor choices in relationships. And it's,
yeah, and again, love addiction, Dr. Dow alluded to it. It is not a formal diagnosis, but that doesn't mean that people aren't addicted to love. So we'll have resources on our website. Amber, Dr. Dow, thanks so much for being with us.
Thank you.